What is up, guys? Frino1 here, and welcome to my live reaction to Hunter x Hunter Chapter 368, Murder. Let's do this. Alright, guys, so last week we had Kurapika get the queen to use the ability to control, I believe it was a cockroach. Now she's maneuvered the cockroach and she's looking, she can basically use it to see, hear everything, but she's pretending to be, to have passed out and needing to rest, sleep, all that kind of jazz. They also used the activation of the power to basically use as a decoy, using one of the other bodyguards to pretend he was the one doing it instead of the actual queen. So, what's going to happen? Let's get straight into it. As always, guys, if you guys want to follow along, bring it up on your phone, your pad, computer, whatever, and just read along with me. It's going to make it a bit more interactive for you guys, and you guys can actually see what's going on. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. 13th Prince, Mariam's Nenbeast, is a dinosaur-like monster. There are a total of 18 bodyguards and pro hunters in the room, and 6 servants. Okay? Looks like they're gathering information. The fact that there's more than the assigned 15 means that these are likely some of his sister's bodyguards as well. If my prediction is correct, then in 12th Prince Momo's room, there should be 6 bodyguards stationed by other princes. Even with my powerful N, I can't sense as far as to tell what she's writing. Okay? She's turned the page. That means she's finished investigating one prince, which means we should have a clear understanding now of Mariam's personnel. It took her about an hour, and my eyes have already been scarlet for 3 hours as is. At this point, the physical strength's more of a problem than my shortening lifespan. Hunter x Hunter, Chapter 368, Murder. The cockroach eye go marching. Alright, so it looks like they're going through room by room to get all the information needed. Next is the 12th Prince bedroom. It's dark though. It's not there? What's going on? Looks like there's someone on top of the 12th Prince. No, stop it. Stop him. Prince Momo's is going to be killed. You have to stop him quick. Please calm down, Queen Oito. You're in your bedroom right now. You're exhausted and must have just been having a nightmare. Bahavamania is watching. He still doesn't know that you are the Nen user that used the ability yet. She's like, alright. She's wait. This is no time for petty strategies. If you won't help, then I'll go myself. Very well. We'll check on him immediately. Bill, get in touch with room 1012 and confirm the status of Prince Momo's. The operator will only connect a private officer of one of the higher princes. I'll act as the intermediary for you. Okay. Alright. So, looks like he's been killed. We could have stopped it. We might have been able to save him. Okay. So it looks like he's been killed. It seems the cause of death was asphyxiation. As per the usual arrangement, the guards were stationed outside of the room while the prince slept. Apart from the 2 guards who were on break, the 4 guards all testified to the fact that no one entered the prince's room. Queen Savanchi is pleading her case to the king, believing that the 6 bodyguards involved all conspired together. The 6 of them are being detained and are set to be to be court-martialed. Execute them all. The death sentence now. Okay? This warrants caution. The timing is just too perfect. May I have a word? You said that each of the princes has a guardian beast attached to them. That's right. In that case, why didn't Princess Momo's spirit beast protect her? Okay. The hint probably lies in Prince Momo's sleeping hours. What do you mean? The prince usually retired much earlier than usual. She was probably extremely worn out for some reason. I see. The guardian beasts are parasitic, which means they act by feeding on their host's aura as energy. Exactly. If one of the two Nen beasts that attacked our guards belonged to Prince Momo's, then that act should have consumed a large amount of aura. And as a result, it ran out of energy and the culprit took advantage of that. The murderer is a person who is well versed in Nen then. But after this, there will be an even stronger demand for information on Nen. It would be to our tremendous advantage if we could use learning Nen as an incentive to form alliances, including with Prince Sederinch. Therein lies the problem. Okay. I would like to ask her to continue her survey of the princes, but it seems too cruel to ask her in this state. But in order to reduce the risk to Prince Wobble by any amount we can, we'll need as much information as we can get. Your Majesty, may I please have a word? Shouting out back then could only have been detrimental to you. Even still, why did you do it? Of course, as expected, he realized that the Queen had been using Nen. But what does he expect to gain by confirming it like this? Detrimental, you say? To all of you completely wrapped up in the survival game, I must seem ridiculous for not standing by idly while someone else's daughter gets killed. I understand it all too well. I've got nothing to say to you. Let's go, Sakata. Huh? We'll leave the guarding to Kurapika, but the Queen won't be at ease as long as we're here. I'll talk to Slacker as well. He lifted his end. Your Majesty, you needn't force yourself to. I'm doing this for Wobble. It's not like I'm worried about you. Okay. We'll begin tomorrow at 9 in the morning. As for the other matter, please contact us again in 15 minutes. We shall have our decision by then. Kurapika, I now have a good idea of the situation. Apart from the second and sixth princes, 10 other princes intend to send their guards. That got a bigger response than I expected. The first prince as well, yes. Although rather than the prince, it seems the leader of his bodyguards wants to keep tabs on our actions. What about the other hunters? They seem like they'll corroborate our statements. They cleverly goaded the princes into participating with a mixture of doubt and curiosity towards learning Nen over such a short time. As we expected, they were all concerned over the fact that we were suggesting a 2-week time frame on this. I understand their concern, but I've accepted the risks. And on top of that, I have a plan. There are still 2 other problems. First of all, some of the princes may want to send multiple guards to learn Nen. If we accept, I worry about the implications to our security. Let's set a limit of 2 people. Damn, this pain is deafening. Bill's voice is just. The next is about 3rd Prince Zhang Lei. Kurapika! Right, so it looks like Kurapika's passed out. Hanzo, resting is also a part of our job. If only I was there, I could have saved her. You are simply following the Queen's orders. It's not your fault. The murderer will strike again. Okay. According to Kurapika's account, the testimony of the 6th guard is very likely that the culprit used a clone. If that's true, then their arrest won't stop them, and if anything, it will be even severe as an alibi for their next crime. Okay, relax a bit. If we assume a clone was used, then the culprit isn't limited to just the 6 of them, right? You're right. If that's the case, then they'll probably change their MO to pin the blame on those 6, or perhaps even keep it the same if they want to cause confusion. Either way, they'll definitely strike again. I will stop them next time. How will you do that? Asking that right now is probably just adding fuel to the fire. But if I'm gonna let him get it all out of his system now, or he might do something rash. He's not the only one that can use clones. After all, I am a ninja first and foremost. But if the clone isn't automated, but one that can be controlled freely, then there should be a considerable restriction on the user. Plus, if they were able to conjure it away from themselves and directly into the prince's bedroom, the culprit should have been in a state where they had to completely focus on that task alone. If the criminal was among those 6, then that means it has to be one of the 2 that were taking a break. Is that it? Well, if you already figured out that much, I suppose I can't stop you now. Yeah, I'll make them pay for this. I swear it. For now, just get some rest, will you? Okay. So we're going to 10,008 now. I can't believe it. In just half a day, he's managed to gain a working command of Gyo. Say Theta, yes? A phone call from Prince Wobble's bodyguard was patched through by Zhang Lei earlier. He says that he can teach us to use Nen in 2 weeks. What do you think about that? That sounds pretty different than what you said, doesn't it? You said that even at the earliest grasping the very basics of Nen would take half a year. Yes, I was being completely honest. So then that would mean that he's bluffing, wouldn't it? That is possible. Hey, I know you're not this stupid. Either you or he is lying. I'm asking you, which of you is it? Or would you rather I just end you now? There's a way to learn Nen much faster than normal, but it carries with it a very serious risk. He also could have some kind of ability that lets him awaken Nen powers in other people. At the very least, it's almost certain that he won't be using any proper standard methods. Without a doubt, my method is the fastest, most correct method. You know what? The one thing I hate most in this world is? It's a lying bitch. So can I trust you? Yes. One wrong step means death. Ooh. Okay then. So we're starting to get the grips of this prince, and he literally, in about half a day, he's basically managed one of the basic steps of Nen. So it's going to be very interesting to see what goes on later on, because it's, from what I can see, all the princes except for 2 have basically said yes to sending guards to learn Nen. They're obviously going to put a limit on it. The thing is going to be what's happened to Kurapika. He's just passed out. As we know, he's using a technique which shortened his lifespan. And he's been using it for quite a while. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen. How is this going to affect Kurapika future on? Also, with the fact that, what's his name? The leader of the spiders, I think it's Corello. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Corello, is actually on the ship as well, and Kurapika doesn't know this. That's adding another massive element into it as well. But anyway, guys, overall, this was a great chapter. I thoroughly enjoyed this chapter. It wasn't as hype as I was hoping for, but with Chorello there, with Kurapika having just passed out, got a bit of intensity. It's got a bit of drama. Things are starting to happen. What's going to happen next? We're going to have to wait and see. But anyway, guys, that is all for me. As always, if you enjoyed the video, smash that thumbs up. If you enjoyed the chapter, hit that thumbs up. It will be greatly appreciated. And of course, hit that subscribe button. It's completely and totally free, and we all like free things. And as always, guys, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome, and I'll catch you guys with another live reaction. Peace.